catch this back up. If I can't type to save my life. Alrighty, y'all. Yes, Kyle, so sorry. We are late. We are getting started. We are just hanging out until Scott Taylor can join us. He had a couple of things come up last minute. So Johnny is joining us.
With the winner of Beat the Champs.
Thank you. Lori Wyatt asked if Scott's going to bring Jonto to the Ohio race. Have no fear. Scott is joining us. He will be able to answer that question here shortly. Yes, okay. We're all set there. Yeah, so Johnny and I are just hanging out. We're really jumping on here to talk about Friday's race, Beat the Champs.
Beat the Champs.
Yeah.
We're coming again this weekend.
So we were in Virginia Motorsports Park this past weekend. Oh, hey, Austin. Hello. Thank you for the shout out.
Thanks for the 100.
I'm not gonna lie, if you go back and watch that, Austin's face.
He was not happy.
I cracked up. It was a little funny. But
his exact words is probably something I couldn't say on here after I collected that 100.
Maybe don't. But yeah, so we ended up running Scott Taylor in the final of the Beat the Champs race, which was on Saturday. We were racing for 10 grand, which was super exciting. And the big check, obviously. I know it's not here in the background. I was not able to bring it home. I was really scared I was going to get hurt on the plane since we had to fly. But that will be fixed for Columbus race. She's coming home. Yeah, Johnny saw that. Say hi again.
Hi.
You guys coming to Toronto. It is up in the air. Maybe. I don't know yet. We
gotta finish the new car.
That's like my number one priority is get this new car done. We are in the process of building something completely different. And it's new. So it's being built from scratch by Mike Reese, which is my tuner. And he's building it in his garage. So it's going to be absolutely amazing because that's how Golden Child was done.
And he's a perfectionist, so it takes a little longer.
But it's worth it because that thing is going to be just gold.
Perfect.
So that's my priority. So yes, we would love to come to Canada. I've never raced in Canada. I've only been to Canada physically once.
But we really want to debut the new car this year, so
yeah, maybe towards the end of the year.
He needs the weekends.
Maybe Galot. Who knows?
Galot.
Who knows? Oh, will you grab my ring, please? I forgot it.
Where is it?
It's
on the kitchen.
I think I left it.
Don't say at the mall.
No, I did not do that. That would be really bad.
Where'd you leave it?
You'll just have to look. It's here. Maybe the laundry room. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Alrighty, can't forget that. So to answer your question about Toronto, I'd love to come. We actually scheduled our honeymoon in July as well because with our schedule, we weren't sure what was going to happen. And then I knew that in the past, there has been a little bit more time off in July. So we decided to book it for this July. We're doing it a little different, you could say. So it is up in the air. Can y'all, I see a comment about not being able to hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. That would be awful if you could not. I won a lot of cash on you in Texas last year. That's what I like to hear. And that's what we're trying to do again this year. I know I got a couple compliments of that this past weekend. People want some money. Can't find it.
Nope.
It's here. I promise you. It's fine. You're an awesome driver and you have a future. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. This past weekend, we really had to drive our butts off with that car. It was going left and right.
Mostly left.
Mostly.
If you were in the left lane, it went towards the wall. If you were in the right lane, it went towards the center line.
Yeah. So it did not necessarily want to go straight. And that was a little challenging, but I just decided we are not giving up. We are winning this and we are going to drive our asses off in that car because I was so determined and I knew that the car was just hauling the mail and I knew you guys worked your butts off to get to that point. So
the more power you put to it, the harder it's going to be to drive. We got some power.
Bring it on. Honestly, I'm like, bring it. Let's go.
You gotta bring it and race against these guys. They're tough.
Oh my gosh, everybody's fast. Everybody is so fast. And so I'm like, especially when I found out that I was running Scott in the final, I'm like,
Scott's had our number.
Why? Why?
Scott's always fast.
He
No matter.
is fast.
He could have a problem and still be fast.
There he is.
What's up, guys? Hey, I
Hey.
wasn't fast. I wasn't too fast on getting here on time, was I?
We were just talking about how fast you are.
We were just saying. We said even if you're broke, you're fast.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, y'all were really fast at the last race, that's for sure.
Well, thank you.
We're trying.
Thank you.
Which y'all been running better and better and better. So I've seen y'all progressing. Like every time y'all go to the track, y'all get faster. So y'all are killing it.
Oh, thank you. We're trying. It's tough out there.
Good news.
It is tough out there. It's a it's not a huge field, but it's a field full of bears. I can tell you that.
Gosh.
There's
Every
no-
time I draw, I'm like,
There's
why?
Yeah, there's no good draws. There's no good
No.
draws. That's for sure.
None at all. It is. That's honestly the scariest part. It's like, who do I
That's
who
like
do I have to try to beat next?
Troy was talking about. He's like, this is way harder than NHRA Pro Mod or anything I've ever raced. It's like everybody you race is on point.
For
Nobody
sure.
misses.
You know, all the teams do a phenomenal job. Like from number 1 to number 23, everybody is putting forth a really good effort, you know. So it's a unique group to be a part of, you know. For anybody that thinks they can do it better, I urge them to come try because it is wide open and we welcome you. And I'm sure anybody on the property will gamble with you if you want to come try us.
110%. I'm super excited to see new people come to every single race so far because it's just more faces, more opportunities to drive against new cars, and just seeing what everybody else has out there. I think it's exciting.
Absolutely. I would literally, if let's just say anybody out there thought that we wasn't fast and, you know, they wanted to come race with us, they could pick any of the top 10 cars and I would gamble whatever they want to gamble.
110%.
All day.
Yeah.
110%.
It's amazing how fast the field is. You know, I seen the tune-ups that I'm running in Pro Mod, and I see the tune-ups for this car. I mean, I'm giving this thing the beans over here. So
You got to. That's the only way to get it done.
for sure, absolutely.
Oh, Austin, we're definitely
Oh.
running that Hunter back. Don't worry. I'll keep that same Hunter. I'll even write his name on it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're popping off in the comments over here.
Let's see here.
Let's see.
Get
I
in the
got
comments.
some. Thank you so much for sharing it.
One thing's for sure is it seems like a lot of it's coming down to who leaves first now because the cars are all fast.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
You going, Mike? All right. See you later. My crew rolling out on me.
Oh,
We just fired John Doe up. I've always run a Brad motor in it, and I swapped it all over to a big block Chevrolet naturally aspirated. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to go run like little gangsters with it, and man, everybody was like giving me a rough time for like wanting to come run little gangsters. So I was like, you know what, I ain't even gonna mess with it. I pulled it out and put the Hemi back in it.
why are they giving you a hard time?
I'm trying to run little gangsters.
I thought it would be cool, and I thought they would welcome me with open arms, and the promoters did. You know, like everybody that's on top of it did. It's just the racers thought that, you know, maybe just stay in my own lane kind of deal. They didn't. I don't think they welcomed the competition as much as I thought they would have.
Damn, I'm kind of surprised.
Was Jimmy Dale scared?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was not Jimmy Dale. It wasn't nothing to do with the guys that put it on. Those guys was like, heck yeah, bring it on. Anything, the more the better, you know. But a lot of the racers was like, man, a big block Chevrolet with aluminum heads, that's not budget, you know. So they were literally roughing me up on my page and stuff about. I mean, John Doe was built in 1992, and they still thought it was a superior car, you know.
Oh,
So I'm gonna take the 1992 model chassis and come run small tire with it.
There you go.
now you're talking.
There you
So that's Pro Charger with what do you got, a Pro line in there now?
Yeah, I pulled the motor out of the Pro Mod and stuck it in from front to back.
No, that's awesome.
So it might not do well, but it won't be from the lack of power.
That thing's gonna work its ass off for sure.
For sure. You know, it was the car's always done really well to the 330, and I just been here lately. It's been getting motored around on the big end. About 5 years ago, John Doe was probably the fastest small tire car around, and then everybody caught up to it and then passed it by a tenth or so. So now I got a little bit of work to do to try to grab that 10th back.
I'm telling you, you should run small tire.
I know, but hell, I'm gonna go get a house mortgage and go buy a car.
It is serious. I mean, like I say, when you pull a motor out of a pro mod and put in a small tire car, it's getting serious.
They're paying $100,000 to win, so it's like you have a potential chance of winning $200,000. It's like people are going to show up for that.
Absolutely. Bowling Green is going to be off the hook, y'all. I'm telling you, it's. Speaking of that, are you running? What you going to run on small tires?
I don't think I can get my car swapped over in time.
Come on.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I think Johnny should take my place. I think you should try to make something work. You can run small tire, and we'll just take my car and run big tire because our shop's only like 4 hours from there. So it's in our backyard.
The only car that I know that would compete in that is Paul Lucas's car.
Well, now you're just going to have to hustle them. I have a spot. I'm like, because I was thinking our goal was to try to make both of them work, like big tire and small tire. But we've been messing around with the nitrous stuff so much that we really didn't have enough time to fine tune the small tire stuff. And plus, I've never driven small tire before, small tire really anything. And I was like, well, we got the car finally running awesome right now. I don't really want to touch it. But if you want to do it, you should take it, Johnny. Plus, you driving small tire would be badass. Just saying.
They either go or they don't. That's what they say, right?
That's right. Absolutely. That's sort of what happened to me. Is I was planning on running a little Goldie and small tire, but I am not undoing anything that I've done on that car. It's working too good. So
it's tough because you're like, man, I want to race for $100,000. That's badass. But at the same time, it's like, we finally got a spot where we like with this car and we want to keep going because we have good momentum and we want to climb the points. I know I'm like tied for 8th or something right now, and I'm like, nope, gotta do better than that.
So have you aborted a single run in Goldie?
I've not aborted any, but in the middle of the day I was running Ryan and Formoso, and I missed the tune up just a little, and it shook about 400 foot, and I cracked the throttle one time. So I've out of 18 passes, I've cracked the throttle once.
I remember I think you must have ran in front of us. So I saw your tire tracks, and that thing, it must have been banging your brain around in that thing.
It was. It put a crack on the quarter, but man, it was worth it on that win.
First battle scar.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was. I can tell you, if I'm out front, I'm not lifting. So I'll abort pretty quick if I'm behind, but if I'm ahead, I'm gonna go for it. As long as it's in my lane, I'm going for it.
Might as well. Got nothing to lose.
So how about that final round? I'm gonna guess that you guys were like 0001 stripe at the finish there.
Oh, it had to be. It had to be 000.
At least that MOV right there. I wish I could see it.
Just tell him to print the slip out. Just cut it off just so we can see the stripe.
Yeah, I've told everybody 1,000, but my heart says 000.
That's insane.
Wow, that car made a move towards the wall. I thought it was all but over, but somehow Paige Coughlin turns on the win light. Wow.
Like that.
Austin's face.
Oh yeah, Austin said, "Uh-oh." No, that was a daggum drag race, y'all. It really was.
Oh my gosh, that's a definition of a drag race.
It is. I've had to tell people like for a week, it's like I did not get cheated. It's 1,000th, it's whatever it is, and I'm the guy that believes the timing system, no matter what. I've been racing my whole life, and if the timing system says I lost, providing it's not on a breakout or something silly.
Yeah.
If they can double check that it's on a heads up, setting, and the win light comes on, that's what you go with. You pictures, angles, even if you're not trying to get an angle, sometimes you still get an angle. So that's what a lot of people have a tough time understanding that. But I've preached it for 20 years. With having a racetrack, I've had people come up the stairs and hand me a picture. I'm like, well, here's your time slip. I don't want to see the picture, And so I definitely go by the timing system. That's all we can do. That's what it's there for.
Exactly.
Shoot,
I've been on both sides of it. I
I've
know
had-
bracket racing, and
I've had bracket races that it was 000 straight.
you're like,
At the finish
why?
line.
Why did
Oh,
I
yeah.
even fly?
I truthfully think I went over it. Is what I think happened.
Definitely. You got that
My
thing. It's
Yeah,
cranked.
my struts were maxed out at the finish line. So, and then I measured the pecker with my struts maxed out, and it was the beam was 4.5 inches. It's a little crazy. It was 4.5 in the left lane and 4 in the right lane at the beam, but the cone was the same. So I figured 4.5 inches, and but anyway, the front end was about 7 inches at the finish line. So.
Wow.
You just need to
No.
stuff the brake at the finish line, dip it in the beam.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, 200 plus mile an hour side by side. Let's touch the brake. That's gonna be hard to do.
In heads-up racing, that makes a lot of sense.
That's serious at bracket racing though. People will be freaking cutting somebody in and then take with the nose. They'll drop the nose in the beam.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Maybe I should have pulled the parachute where it hit just perfect.
That's where it would be. I was like timing the shoots. That's like I've heard that before.
That's
never heard brakes. I don't know why you'd want to touch your brakes.
No, not in the pro mod.
You know what? I'm good. You know, I don't want to touch those unless I have to.
No.
Yeah, I don't use the brakes very much. I let the chute do all the work.
Exactly. Saves parts sometimes, and I don't know. You get on those brakes a little too hard, and things start to get a little weird.
One thing's for sure.
No thanks.
No, Mike's got that suspension set up, but that thing, your car's dragging the nose through the finish line.
Yeah, I noticed that hers is pushing down pretty hard, which actually makes it really stable to drive. Mine's hiked up there coon hunting, so
definitely gets a little easier to drive as that thing settles down. But
you were driving it this weekend.
It just
for sure. I think yours drives better at the finish line, and then mine drives better in the middle. I think by watching them.
It's like it's like okay.
It's a trade off. Yeah, I think yours is doing good out the back for sure, though.
She asked if we could put a scramble button in the thing because it drives so good at the finish line. After Ryan drove out of her life second round.
Why not?
Ryan's got speed. He's got big speed.
Yeah, you got it there. If we weren't all over the place, could have gotten it done. But that
yeah, I mean, just by watching, I think you slowed up a bit, against Ryan. Like I don't see that being a stellar pass,
We were shaking harder than any other round before that, and it was the time of day, and it's a different day, it's a little different track, and I know a ton of things go into that, and just makes it a little bit more challenging. And of course, when you go up against Ryan Martin, you're like, oh. I guess at least I feel that way, where I'm like, oh shit. I feel that way about everybody, but
I think the track was almost too good for us. That's why it was like we kept trying to get the thing to go straight on her, and I feel like we didn't. I feel like we almost made it worse towards the end, trying to get it because we kept putting preload in the thing.
I'm like, let it go left. Just let it go. This is working. Just let her go.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. You have to change it from track to track. Probably just the amount of bite changes every single week.
Yeah,
I've been real fortunate with my car. It's crazy to think that I set it all up at the chassis shop, and I've not took the rear wheels off my car yet. So I've been super lucky.
Impressive.
You can't beat that.
No,
it's insane. Like I've adjusted the front shocks. I did it 2 clicks the first day I raced it, 2 clicks the second day I raced it, and I think maybe 1 click the third day I raced it, and that is it. It's been phenomenal, and I'm super excited about the rest of the season to see how it plays out between all these fast cars. I don't think anybody could pick who the champion will be right now.
No, I would agree. There's too much going on with everybody because we're all still trying to figure out whatever we did to it in the off season with the no rules. It's like we're definitely a step in the right direction on whatever program we got running. But as we keep going and going and going, it's just going to get more insane because everybody's just going to have that much more to go off of and get faster and faster and faster. And you're just like, man, you got to try to stay ahead of it and think a couple steps ahead of every other driver. It's tough.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. It's definitely a moving target to hit. So.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, the
somebody
sky's
asked,
the limit.
Somebody asked if all the race cars have VIN numbers. We got a VIN number.
We do. We do. I can see it when I sit in there.
Does Goldie got a VIN number?
What now?
You got a VIN tag in Goldie?
Yes and no. I got one for it, but it is not physically on the car right now. It got cut off. So I do have one. We keep a VIN number for all of them, so it's easier. So I insure all my stuff for traveling on the road, so it's easier to insure them with a VIN tag.
Yes.
So I guess my answer should be yes. It has a VIN tag. I didn't want to physically lie about it because it's not actually on there at the moment.
Another great question is does the Pro Tree stop people leaving on you? And then somebody else asks, or no, it was the same person, I'm sorry. They were asking what our thoughts are on the Pro Tree. I think that's interesting.
I love it. The instant green is tough. So several years back, I came up with a way to trick the instant green so that you couldn't go red on it. You couldn't jump on it. It would turn you red. And I just moved some jumpers around, and some people liked it, some didn't. Anybody that wanted a straight up race liked it. The guys that wanted to guess did not like it because, well, I probably shouldn't talk too much about it because we still use it sometimes. But the instant green, you can't really jump anymore. There's only a 1/10 window. On the Pro Tree, you can't jump at all, and that makes a straight up race. So I'm a fan of the Pro Tree for sure.
Okay.
Is it a 4/10 Pro? Is that what it is?
Sometimes 4, sometimes it's always 4/10 Pro Tree, but when they do the instant green, they manipulate some things to make sure that nobody can jump.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was interesting to run Pro Tree. I've never raced in this car with Pro Tree, and I've only ever tested with it. So I was definitely a little rusty because I don't count the testing as like, oh, I ran Pro Tree. And honestly, I'm as someone who's done everything with full tree, Pro Tree, and now instant green, I love the instant green. I don't know why. I don't know how I've taken to it. I just love it. The Pro Tree is my second favorite, I would say. I don't know. I like how you can't guess on a Pro Tree. I do like that aspect because it takes all of that. I don't want to call it nonsense, but it takes all of that drama out of it. And it's like, hey, we're here to race, like straight up. You can't screw this up. And I guess with the instant green, sometimes it does leave the window open to guess. And I know that I am not innocent in that. I have guessed before. I can't even tell you how to do it. It's been a while, but I know that for instant green, I love that aspect just because it's, I don't know. To me, it's so gnarly. It's so badass. And I never got to do that before. So I just find it so much more like, what's the right word? Exciting. I don't know.
It adds an element to it for sure, and then you never know who's going to win because of it. But where it stinks at is, for me, and everybody has their opinion. Like I say, I do think it's exciting. I agree with you. But my opinion of it is if I drive 38 hours to a track, I know for a fact I'm not going to let go of the button before I see some kind of indication to go. But I know some of the other people are probably going to take a shot at it. And so I feel it's just tough to give up a head start because, like you said, these races are won on the starting line. And if somebody gets a head start, you're not going to catch them. It ain't happening.
Oh, my gosh. I remember the first time Mike Bowman did that to me. It's the first time someone had ever really guessed against me. I didn't even know what it was. It was my first year. And I just sat there and I'm like, what was even going
It messes the whole run up because your brain is like trying to process what happened.
Oh my gosh. I stood no chance. No chance. He left so early.
No, Mike Murillo, he left. He beat us by like 2 or 3 car lengths because he was like,
what just happened?
He left like 3/10 before us.
It's brutal. It's brutal. And
I don't think, the 1 or 2 times I actually did it, I feel like I just straight up pulled that out of my ass. Like, I knew it was against Robin, so I knew I'm like, dude, you have to leave first because that's how you're gonna win because he was fast that year.
I don't think you've ever actually guessed. I think it was just a long tree, and it's like you're just itching to get off the button.
What was it called? Anticipating. Is what an Axeman called.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A lot
I
of
know, I had
a
to
lot of
say-
people say they don't leave early. They just left when they thought it was the right time. I'm like, that's still
Oh,
leaving early.
I don't know how
But
someone could leave and just knowing that, like, oh, they didn't see the green light. Like, I guess, like, you could need it. Like, your tires are cracking as that green light is coming on, and normally that would flip it red. But
yeah,
these guys,
what
it doesn't. And I'm like,
what a
okay.
lot of people don't understand is, they call it a good light when the tire and the green come on at the same time. But what they have to realize is on instant green racing, you should see the green light all the way up. And then somewhere around 3 to 4 tenths later, you should see the tire popping off. And if you don't see that pause between the green and the tire cracking, it's just not going. You anticipated, you let go before you saw it. So and that's what I like about the Pro Tree. I mean, the Pro Tree is a skill set. Like, I feel like
Mhm.
skilled drivers do better at Pro Tree. And that's just my opinion. The guessing is guessing, and a skilled driver is a skilled driver.
100%.
Pro Tree will be tighter racing for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit more, well, normally it's a little bit more regulated. Like, you're able, like, for me, I'm more consistent in my thought process when it comes to running with a Pro Tree, just because I guess that's what I'm used to. But I feel like I know where I'm at more when we run Pro Tree. With instant green, you're just kind of putting it in the beams, letting go as quick as you can. It makes me want to go back and watch all of my videos and see how long it takes, because I try to be quick as possible. But the Pro Tree, I will say, I need to brush up on that.
So, I think you were doing pretty good. You were killing it this weekend.
Well,
last
my
weekend.
weakness is Pro Tree, so I will admit it. I'm going to put it out there.
We got a delay box. You're good. You can turn it red.
I'm not saying red. I'm just saying,
turn it red, and we'll put it in.
It's all in the way that like, for me, growing up, it's always been the way you pull into the water box, the way you do your burnout, the way that you back up, get yourself lined up, and then the way you pull into the beams. It all matters. And I know.
You're a routine driver?
Dude.
You got to have a routine?
I sing a song.
Oh, God.
That's why I take so long. I sing a song.
Hey, Johnny, we're going to need to see the in-car cam on this one.
Oh, my goodness. I'm on the headset, but I'm going to have her hold the button down.
Maybe
Are you singing to her on the headset?
Maybe sometimes.
If not, I'll put a little microphone. We just started doing that, and I can hear myself talk, and I'm like, oh, that is so cringy. But it's there. People like it, so I'm like, okay.
So, Scott, give us a rundown so the fans know what's going on at Beach Bend, because that's going to be a big race, ain't it?
Absolutely. If you haven't got your tickets already, I'm sure there's a link below. Go ahead and grab your tickets to Beach Bend. They're paying $100,000 in small tires. And everybody, Ryan Martin, Murder Nova, myself, Kai Kelly, Dave, Jeff Lutz. If you can think of them and they got a fast small tire car, I promise you they're going to be there. If they're not at this race, they don't think their car's fast enough. That's the way I see it. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. But don't miss out. $100,000 to win, and somebody is going to be walking away with $100,000, and y'all can see it. So grab the tickets, click the link, and y'all come see us. Everybody have merch. Y'all check out Paige's merch. Y'all check out our merch, ScottTaylorMotorsports.com. If y'all need a trailer,
That's
we got it right here. Right Trailers, Speed Promotions. Anybody else? Who else can we tag?
Close your ears.
I spent all day fixing my trailer. I don't want another trailer.
Oh, man, I got you. Just bring that thing in. Come trade it in. We'll have you in and out of here. We got a great finance department. We have you out of here in no time.
I'll say you should have seen his Facebook Marketplace 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, don't you be there lying.
That was boats, not trailers.
Oh, no, it's a little everything. I know that there were trailers on there at one point in time.
A C10 truck maybe in there in the mix.
Oh, no. I told you no. I said Camaro first. We're doing the Camaro first.
I want a turbo street car. I don't know what. It's nice and quiet, got AC.
We have a perfect 92 Camaro you can work on.
I know, but I still have to do everything.
You still got to do everything to
we're going to go all of these races. We're busy. We're busy.
Goodness, poor thing.
I'm going to scroll back 1 second. Pamela was asking about giving time. Let's see. So I actually did something a little different. I called a lot of the racers and asked them point blank, would you give me time if I broke? And I sort of got the yeses and the nos. So far, I've only got one no. I would not give you time, and I expected it. It was Sean. That's his deal, you know. So
There's 2 minutes.
um, so Paige, would you give me time?
I would.
We have to give
Yeah.
you time. You gave us time.
I would give you more time. So
I was like, you showed me that grace last
Yeah.
year at the Virginia race in the finals. So of course
Yeah.
I would in turn do the same for you. But even if that weren't the case of like it happening to me, I think I would still do that. And I have shown that to other drivers. And
I've seen you do it. I've seen
we
you
did
do
that
it.
with Lizzie when at
she
New
was
York.
having, something wrong.
The MSD grid,
That's what it was.
ARC module
Yeah.
was messed up.
Yeah.
And she was very sick then too. So I'm glad y'all did. That was a good deal.
She folded us up like a lawn chair.
That was a
Hey,
close.
it's part of it. Look, one time Sean asked me for time. We was on the street racing, and I asked him. I said, "Would you give me time?" He goes, "Absolutely not." And I said, "You know what? I'm still gonna give you time." He said, "You're dumb. Like you shouldn't do it." You know. So I gave him time. He beat me. Thankfully, I got to run him again the next week, and I beat him the next week. So.
Well, there you go. To me, I'm like, if they don't want to give you time, I would take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
like,
scared.
Okay.
For sure. It is, you know, a lot of people just want to, you know, it's preparation too. And I get that side of it. You know, you got to go up there and be prepared. And in a season like this, everyone who keeps their car in the best shape will probably do well in the points, because there's going to be a lot of broken parts between now and the end.
Yep.
Circumstances change too. When you get later in the year and you're like, you need this round to win the championship or something, I understand the 2 minutes. Like,
yeah,
circumstance, it does definitely, like early in the season, it's like everybody should have time. But you start getting out in the last 2 races and it's like getting neck to neck, then I understand that it gets serious quick.
I feel like I'd need to evaluate it on a situation basis. Who am I running? What kind of position are we in? I mean, obviously there's always going to be a 2 minute deal, but I think.
But right now, early in the season, it's all about putting on a show, in my opinion.
Well,
yeah, and
I want to win because I crossed the finish line first, not because I was the only one to go down that racetrack.
When people show up, you want to earn it.
100%.
Absolutely. That's the whole deal, you know, is people drive, you know, 6-8 hours. Some people fly into the races and get hotels. And I just feel like that I owe them a race every time I pull up there. And that's what we try to do. And I've always tried to stick with it. You know, I don't think I've ever not give anybody the 2 minutes. But if I run, I told myself, you know, it would be hard. I hope I never get put in this situation. I hope Murder Nova does not need more time, because I'm telling myself that I wouldn't give him time, but it would be real hard for me to not give him time. Even he's point blank told me, and it would be so hard for me to cut him off at 2 minutes. And I just want to race. You know, if I win, I always said if I win an NPK, I want to earn every single round of it. And we finally did that, thankfully, but no different. Like if I can win a championship, I want to win every single round all the way there.
So maybe you negotiate it with Sean. You're like, I'll wait for you, but I'll get the back tire. Like, I'm sticking to the rear wheels.
Oh my gosh, you got it.
Oh, that'd be terrible. He'd probably take it. I mean, I guess if you couldn't get it fixed in 2 minutes, you'd probably take anything.
Yeah.
The initial facial expressions.
We might have just started something new with the series.
That's right. I'll be like, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes, but I'm gonna need that back tire.
I'm staging with the rear wheels. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
If
there's no rules.
If y'all haven't seen the video yet, Speed Promotion is dropping a video for day 1 of Virginia. So y'all check that out on Speed Promotion's YouTube channel for everybody watching.
You guys are the show.
Oh my god.
Both of you guys are wearing it out.
We got down. We were the 2 cars left. We beat the rest of the champs.
Only got more gold on the car. Could have been.
Oh my gosh.
All goldy up in there.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
look, yeah, no doubt. They look good though. The black and gold and I'm opposite. I'm gold and black, and she's black and gold. I like it. I think they look great. They look good going through side by side.
They do. Your car is just
that thing's perfect.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
I've liked yours since day one. When you changed the color a little bit, I was like, oh no, but I still like it. I love it.
I know the black to the brown was a little controversial, but by the time the black was done, 3/4 of that car were duct tape. So I was like,
oh yeah, it was still pretty though. It was so pretty.
The black's OG. I
like it is. I know. I'm like, I love that it looks like it came off the street. Like I tried so hard to find a black and gold one, like street legal, nothing too crazy, just something to putz around in. I wish we could just paint ours black and gold.
We'll try to put a turbo LS in it.
Just saying. But no, we put the gold stripes back on it, and I think that added a little bit more pizzazz to it.
That helped break it up.
Yeah, I think so too. I wanted to make it all gold again, but maybe one day just for her back. It's like it was not like your gold. It was
more like a real candy gold.
Oh,
gotcha.
A lot of candy color.
It took me a while to the painter. We went back and forth with the painter trying to figure out what color we wanted on it. So it's a tribute to my dad. His car was similar color, but the car Chris Rankin's got, I had that car built and put it all together, and then ended up selling it. And then I sold it to Ryan, then ended up getting Chris to buy it from Ryan. But that car's a different gold as well, so I didn't want to copy that color because I'd already sold it. And then when I sold it to Ryan, it was supposed to change colors. And then when Chris got it, I couldn't really ask him to change colors. So I was like, well, now I got to change colors a little bit.
Well, I like the gold that you got going on. I think that's like a spot on like shade of gold.
Well, thank you.
Seeing what you sold Rankin, people should be buying trailers from you because that thing is a fucking animal too.
Yeah.
You sold some rounds.
I mean, if that thing didn't let go in the final, it looked like he had Sean at the 330.
I'm pretty sure he was ahead at the 330. I was at the finish line, and I'm gonna tell you, Chris Rankin is gonna be a force.
100%.
If he wouldn't have had a parts failure, I think he would have won.
He's on it for sure.
He was.
That car works good. He makes a lot of runs. Like
it does. The car works really well. We put a lot of time in developing that car for us where everything's located at, and it takes a lot of things being right to make a good car.
Wait, so is that the same builder that built Goldie?
Different builder. I changed it up a little bit, but it's all in the location. So I have a spec sheet that I keep changing around, and I give them the numbers I want to build them at. So
that's awesome.
If they pull off those numbers, if they can get close to them, it works out pretty good usually. I'm gonna tell you that Bad Habits Fabrication, he didn't get close to the numbers. He nailed the numbers. Like when I went to started setting up the suspension, when I got to his place, every number I wanted for frame heights and travel and the shocks, everything was spot on. So that's, it takes a good builder to make it happen. You can give them numbers, but it takes a really good builder to make it happen. Wally's done great, but Jeremy, in my opinion, has just really went a step above for me and made sure it was exactly what I wanted.
Can't beat that.
No, not at all.
It's proven.
Not at all.
In a short amount of time, it's proven.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. He done a good job with it. He gave us a good hot rod to work with, and I've been doing all the tuning this year. I've got a guy or two I reach out to when I get stumped, but as far as on the keyboard, I'm start to finish from the initial startup to the last round. I've been doing all the tuning, and I think I'm enjoying that aspect of it as much as anything.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
But you had a good season in the Bradenton stuff too at the World Series of Promod too.
We learned a lot down there. That's one of the guys I reach out to is Craig Pashar with Triangle Speed. Me and him, we buckled down and tried to learn that Pro Mod deal, and it sort of carried over into this. We learned some stuff there that worked over here as well.
Oh, that's cool. That's perfect. I mean, it's hard to beat that, in my opinion.
I hope they do it again this year. We gotta get something there.
Oh, I've been wanting to do that race so bad.
The Camaros need to be like 4 inches long.
It will.
It's
like
a
shit ton
great race.
I want to do it so bad. I was itching. We were like so close to like trying to make that work for last year, but it's just too heavy. Too heavy. But once that new thing's done,
she's a feather and the thing's still a tank.
I know. I told her I need to put her in my car. My car would be so light with her in it.
It's like pro stalker out there.
Oh my gosh.
For sure. For sure. Well, hey guys, I gotta hop off, but thank you guys. I enjoyed talking with y'all. And as far as if anybody's watching, be sure to check out the link below. Grab your tickets. Our next stop is Hebron, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio, or Hebron. Yeah, you're right. National Trail Raceway.
Yep. Next weekend we'll be rolling out about Monday or Tuesday, trying to get there and get set up and do it all again. But y'all be sure to check out Speed Promotions. They got some videos going up from day one of last weekend at Virginia, and then here in a couple of days, day 2 will be coming out. So
yeah, be sure to check it out. Make sure you get your tickets at thevote.com because Columbus is my home track. I'm so excited to be back, and I can't wait to see everybody out there. Y'all need to come hang out with us, and if you can race, you should race with us.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Bring your car out.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you reminded everybody is you can definitely come out and race with us. Don't be shy. Grab your tickets, grab your tech card, come out there and race with us.
Yeah, bring it on. 40 grand. Don't get any better than that.
That's 40,000 reasons to make it happen.
Just saying. Just saying.
All right, guys. I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all in a week.
All righty. Yeah, we'll see you here in a few days, it feels like.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
See ya.
Bye-bye.